They say hard work always pays off, but what if you're working hard on the wrong path? I know what it feels like to open your books and feel absolutely nothing, not because you're lazy, not because you're weak, but because somewhere deep down you're asking, why doesn't this feel right? I've been there, confused, frustrated, trying to force a dream I never truly chose, and maybe you're feeling that too, like you're pushing yourself, but your heart isn't in it. This isn't just another motivational video. This is a reality check that I'm going to tell you my story not to inspire but to remind you. Success means nothing if it doesn't belong to you. And passion isn't a luxury, it's the fuel that keeps you going when everything else falls apart. So before you burn out chasing someone else's version of success, listen, because this might be the redirection you didn't know you needed. Why passion matters. Discipline is powerful, but it becomes dangerous when applied to the wrong path. You can force yourself to study, force yourself to work, even succeed, but if you're not passionate about it, one day, it'll burn you out and leave you empty. Passion isn't just about doing what you love, it's about doing what your soul agrees with. Something you're willing to fail in and still try again. My experience choosing the wrong path. It started in 12th grade. That's when I first heard about JEE seriously. I thought, maybe this is it. My chance to become the first rich woman in my family. I never dreamed of being an engineer. But IIT? That meant success. 1 year of hard work. 4 years in a top campus, then a high-paying job. It sounded perfect. So I joined an online coaching batch. The classes were good, the teachers were great, but I didn't feel challenged. I didn't feel excited. I felt trapped. Slowly I started escaping, scrolling endlessly, watching dramas, anything to avoid studying. I told myself I was tired, but deep down, I was lost. At one point, I even considered switching to NET. Maybe I was just on the wrong exam path, but the truth was it wasn't about JEE or NET. I wasn't passionate about either. I was just trying to run from the truth. The wake-up call. One day, a friend messaged me and he reminded me that I'd always talked about business or maybe even architecture. He said, "Why don't you try something like that instead?" I got angry because I didn't want to admit he was right. In 12th, we both wanted to become rich, build something big, and now he was talking about enjoying the journey. But the truth is, I needed to hear that. The failure that changed everything. JEE came closer, but I wasn't nervous. Not even the day before the exam, because I knew I hadn't prepared. First attempt, 18 percentile. I told myself I'd work harder, but I didn't change. Second attempt, 44 percentile, better but not enough. And honestly, I wasn't even surprised, because deep down, I knew I wasn't giving my best, and I wasn't giving my best because I didn't care. 1 year of clarity. It took me 1 full year to understand this. Don't choose a path just because it sounds successful. Choose one that feels right. A job might pay you, but it'll also take from you your time, your energy, your peace. If you're not passionate about it, one day you'll wake up and hate what you're doing, and you'll drag yourself to work, whispering, "At least the salary is good." Until even the salary isn't enough to keep you going. Wrong paths, real consequences. I've seen people land jobs in top companies, banks, tech firms, hospitals, and quit within a year, because the pressure was too much, because they never actually wanted to be there. They thought success would make them happy. But success without passion is just a fancy cage. Don't walk into that cage. How to find what fits. 1. Observe your energy. What makes you feel alive? What drains you, even when you're good at it? 2. Don't chase money blindly. Yes, money matters, but without purpose, it won't give you the life you want. 3. Don't copy others. This is your life. Don't follow your parents' dream or society's checklist. 4. Try, fail, reflect. You can't think your way into purpose, you have to live your way into it. 5. Give yourself time. You don't need all the answers at 18, but you do need to start being honest. And for those choosing JEE, think carefully. If you've already chosen it and can't leave, then fight. If your parents support your exit, good. If not, give it your best. If you win, great. If not, you'll still learn something priceless about yourself. Conclusion: discipline with direction. This isn't a failure story. This is a redirection, and I was not lazy, I was not broken, I just needed time to find what fits, and now that I found it, I work harder than ever, not because I have to but because I want to. That's what discipline becomes when you're aligned. It stops being punishment and becomes power. So listen carefully. Don't pick a path just because it's safe. Pick the one that lets you show up fully. Even if it takes longer, even if you fail at first. Because once you find it, you won't need motivation anymore, and you'll wake up with purpose, and that changes everything.